Hi, my pickles. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. Hope you're all doing well today. It is January 2017, and I was just wondering if you've implemented anything that you thought of doing in late December, because this year it's going to be different. Did you think of anything? Are you already doing it? Do you feel better? For some people, it's using the gym membership that's been deducted from their checking account all year long. Tisk, tisk. And for some of us, it's jumping ship, finding a new program. This time it'll work. And I'm going to plug into this one because I'm accountable, because I'm paying big bucks to go every week, and I'm paying big bucks for my tracker. And so I am definitely gonna do it, because I want to hit lifetime and then I don't have to pay. Or are you reinventing yourself with the same food program, not jumping ship, but tightening up what it is that you want for yourself with your foods, and realizing certain things had to go, certain things could come in, and you're very, very happy with what you're doing? I happen to be in the latter versus the former. I tightened up my low-carb, high-fat to where I feel I'm ketofied, and I'm having 20 carbs or fewer every day. And it works, and I like it. I've only seen a 2-pound difference on the scale. That's okay, but definitely my clothes are fitting me. And you know, when you pull on those jeans, and sometimes you have to jump into them. Other times you have to lie down and, do hydraulics just to get that darn zipper up and hope the muffin top doesn't spill over. All those sort of things. And when I went to pull on my jeans today, they pulled on easier and did easier. So perhaps there's some body things going on. I definitely feel it in my belly. It feels kind of tighter. And psychologically, nothing like a weekend. Psychologically, I feel so good. And if it wasn't for black ice, I'd be out there walking right now. But unfortunately, January oftentimes turns into a whole month off. And even though I can do things downstairs, to tell you the truth, I just don't have the juju for it. I want my walk with my podcasts, or I don't want to do anything at all. Stubborn. But with food being 80 or 90% of anybody's weight loss plan, and exercise being 10 or 20%, okay, so I'm on a little hiatus from doing all of that, and it's quite okay with me. And so I've had extra time to watch other videos, to read articles, to tighten up my videos, make sure I've got some good ones in the bank, and take the time with my tracker. And when something seems a little weird in my Lose It app that has the premium, so I have my macros, I go in and I check to see where the information for that food item came from. And sometimes it feels like there's a whole lot different than what really is. And somebody YouTubed me with a comment saying that the food manufacturers really mess with those labels, and by law they're required to do a something something if something is close to or under or over. I know it's that way with trans fats, so we could still be eating trans fats because they know how to keep it just under that limit where they have to disclose it. And she's right, I mean, the food label is not indicative of really what's in your food. Especially if it's been grown in a GMO crop and sprayed with all kinds of pesticides. You don't know what you're getting in that mother load of ingredients that never ever has to be on the label. So I'm curious how Vermont is handling the new label changes. I haven't read any articles about what that's been like, especially for the food manufacturers who have to do separate labels, or maybe they just joined in. And figured we'll just figure out the GMOs and put them on all the labels, because eventually, as Vermont goes, so may the rest of the nation, even if California keeps voting it out. But California has big lobby money there behind the food manufacturers and the crop growers for GMO. So they will fight tooth and nail with buckets and buckets and buckets of money that no matter how grassroots and strong they are, it's just going to be a long slog to see that they win. So I implemented, and I started it before January 1st. So, and it wasn't, as I've said in previous videos, it wasn't like I sat there and thought, I am going to do 20 under starting today. I just woke up one day and said, I'm going to do 20 under, and I'm going to start it now. And that's what I did. And it just feels good. For some of you, it could be all the different things. I love the ad campaigns for losing weight that happen after the new year. Or I love doctors or clinics or hospitals that come on board and they're still pushing the standard American diet because that's where their funding comes from, the government. And so they still want you to have those 6 to 11 servings of grains and carbohydrates every day. And there is no essential grain needed in the human body. Just saying. But, it's like we need to flip the food chart over and make it 6 to 11 servings of high quality fats, and then all the way down. And at the very top would be fruit, minuscule amounts. And but that's just me and my food plan. You may have your food plan that you are able to have fruits. They don't spike anything. You feel great. It's not in your way, and that's good for you. And people often tell me on my Facebook or my YouTube channel that that's how it happens, and they can do it, and they're lifetime Weight Watchers, and they still have grains and things like that, and they do it and they're happy. We all have our own journey. We all have our own level of what works for us, and so mine happens to be the Keto Under 20, and there are so many websites that can help you with that. Besides just me saying that phrase. It's like, what does that mean? Well, it means a lot of work and devotion. And I'm willing, hope you are too, with whatever food plan you're on. Always comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. Woohoo! Thanks for watching.